Let's move out of stress and towards a happy mind. Australia's levels of stress have increased since 2013, with 26% now experience moderate and severe distress. Stress is affecting females more than males, and there's a notable increase in the number of our younger generation now identifying with stress and anxiety. My name is Sherilee, and this is the second in a series of health talks that I present. My background is nursing for 21 years before stepping out into self-employment to provide services that support and promote health and wellness. I am a certified yoga health coach and a yoga and meditation teacher. Thanks for taking the time. I'll endeavour to ensure you receive value from taking this time out of your day to listen to what I've got to say. So this topic, stress, was one of the 3 key issues of concern identified during some research. Stress is unpleasant enough in its own right, but of greater concern is the potential impact it can have on our health. Anxiety is also increasing among the population, with some 16% of Australians reporting anxiety. So there will be some suggestions and tips to help manage stress and move towards a happy and calm mindset. I'm giving you a lot of information today, and amongst that you will find at least one thing that will help. What is stress? Stress is the body's way of responding to any kind of demand or threat. When you feel threatened, the nervous system responds by releasing a flood of stress hormones, including adrenaline and cortisol, which rouse the body for emergency action. Stress is not the enemy. We need some stress in our lives, otherwise we wouldn't get anything done. It keeps us motivated and moving. A little stress can keep us on our toes and ready to rise to a challenge. Stress occurs when stress is converted to positive energy and becomes a motivating factor. Distress is negative and happens when there is too much stress and nothing is done to eliminate, reduce or counteract its effects. And there's a tipping point. A level of stress is optimal for our performance, also called healthy tension, before it becomes detrimental for our health. So we need to pay attention and realise when our stress becomes harmful and manage that tipping point, and this is individual and subjective. So the stress response, the fight or flight, is needed in emergency situations like slamming on the brakes to avoid an accident. But it's that ongoing, slow, dripping body response to longer term stress, rather than the immediate, that significantly impacts on our health. This is called cumulative stress. It builds up in the body and you may experience more serious physical symptoms and mental anguish, and these can be harder to alleviate. We need ways to turn it down. We need the rest and digest part of our autonomic nervous system, our parasympathetic nervous system, to balance the fight or flight part, the sympathetic part. Otherwise we fry our body, especially the endocrine system. Thyroid disease is linked to adrenal fatigue and exhaustion. Adrenals are the home of cortisol, the stress hormone. And of course, this can extend and lead to burnout, PTSD, and more significant anxiety and depression. The AMA has noted that stress is the basic cause of more than 60% of all human illness and disease. Sometimes we don't realise the symptoms we have are actually stress-induced or related. Headaches and dizziness, heart palpitations, stomach pain and acidity, weight gain, sleep disturbance and fatigue. All of these things I hear on a daily basis from clients and students. Also, 50% report back pain as a symptom of psychological stress, and over 30% attribute a stiff neck to stress. Stress creates a whole range of symptoms, not just in the body, but also the mind. I'm sure many of us can identify with the brain fog. We can also experience emotional responses such as the short fuse, and also with our behaviour, for example, unhealthy coping strategies. Reflect on what you do to relax. Are these health promoting or not? This is on a lighter note, of course. Bang head here as your stress reduction kit. Let's try this instead. Sit on your sit bones, feet flat on the floor, hands resting in your lap, and simply close your eyes down gently. Breathe in and roll your shoulders up to the ears, and breathe out as you release them down. Relax the forehead, around the eyes, the jaw, and the tongue. Now notice your breath, where it travels in the body. Is it shallow or deep? Is it fast or slow? Is it smooth or jerky? Notice the temperature of the air as it enters and exits the nostrils. Notice the feelings in your body, areas of tension, any discomfort. Be aware of what your body is whispering to you. Now notice the sounds around, outside the room, and then very slowly open your eyes. What you've just practiced is a breath awareness technique. Even simple sighing is a stress reliever. It's naturally a deeper breath, but notice how we only observe the breath for a very short length of time. And notice how you feel now, coming on the other side of it. So let's explore some other ideas. Self-care, looking after ourselves, is not just getting quality sleep, eating healthy, and exercising, but doing things like having a massage once a month as preventative medicine. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you enjoy. I love essential oils. They're a part of my stress management strategy. The next tip is to make time to do things that light you up, such as socializing with friends. With this, you often get laughter and that sense of connection. Another example is pat or play with a pet. You might like to rescue an animal or borrow one. Stroking creates relaxing brainwaves for us and for them, the unconditional love that you get and joy. Another thing that might light you up is to do a dance class. With dance, of course, you've got music and movement. Another strategy is to get out in nature. Why is the beach so effective? The sand, the water, the breeze. It's the negative ions from the salt air actually cleansing us at a cellular level. Notice how much more relaxed you are after a walk on the beach, how you hear better and colours seem brighter. Or even the bush or rainforests. It's the various shades of green that create a relaxation response in the brain. So get outdoors. Another strategy is to listen to music. There's actually research that shows our heartbeat syncs up with the rhythm of the music. Whatever you enjoy, do some research and see what makes you feel good. Another recommendation is to take your holidays. There's a reason there's a minimum of 4 weeks a year. Studies show that it takes 3 weeks for cortisol levels to subside. Take your holidays. It's important for mind, body and spirit. Hatha yoga for stress reduction is effective in the reduction of headaches, back pain, anxiety, sleep disturbances, depression, and decreased of cortisol levels. Note that all of these are symptoms that we listed at the beginning. Yoga may induce the relaxation response, for which a decrease in cortisol levels and sympathetic nervous system responsivity. Yoga, meaning union of the body and mind, generally includes stretches, breathing and meditation, all beneficial for balancing the nervous system. Meditation is also becoming more mainstream, more commonly referred to in Western medicine circles as mindfulness. I'd like $1 for every time I've heard, "I can't meditate, my mind doesn't stop." But guess what? You've already practiced it today. The simple act of observing the breath is a very basic meditation and mindfulness practice. And note that I said practice. It's a skill to learn. Pause and just take 1 minute to watch your breath whenever you think about it. Even if it's only once a day, there will be benefits. Even use this affirmation on the slide if you like. Breathe in the good stuff, breathe out the bad stuff. Or perhaps breathe in love, breathe out surrender. Business Insider Australia reports more than 13 million workdays are lost every year due to stress-related illness. So something has got to change. Be brave. Reportedly, up to 80% of people hate their job. If you're one of them, start taking steps to change the situation. Life is too short. Speak to your boss. Change what you can. Ask to move departments, whatever you feel might be helpful, or quit. Now that may seem blunt, but life really is too short. If you think about how many hours you spend working, the average person, 90,000 hours over a lifetime, over a third of our awake time. You really want to enjoy that time. Just think about it. Finally, focus on a change of mindset. One of my favourite sayings is control the controllables. Stress is directly related to how out of control we feel. Life will happen. We do the best we can, and we can only really control our reaction to the situations that present. Find your passion, join a cause, volunteer, make a difference. Give your life meaning. Potentially you don't enjoy your job very much, like those 80% of people I mentioned before. But is it funding your passion? Can you have a little bit of a mental shift, a little reframe there, to help you stay and still enjoy your passion? Obviously, this time frame limits how much I can share, the ways I can assist you. I would love to help improve your health and happiness. And there's only so much information you can take in anyway, so I make these free talks short and concise. I want to thank you once again for listening. I hope you got some ideas and inspiration. If you're interested in working with me more, I can offer you a free 30-minute session one-on-one. If that's the case, please go to the website, take the survey, and we'll take it from there. I'll be contacting you soon to arrange a time. My next health coaching group will be starting soon. The program is about helping to find balance, a healthier body, and a happier mind by upgrading our habits. The first step is to arrange that chat to find out if what you're looking for is what I have to offer, and to make sure that I'm the right one to help you achieve it. Till next time, joyful living. Bye.